Oh, shit, thank you. She's feeling a little under the weather today.
Oh, is she?
So this is gonna be.
I'm gonna wear somewhere. Oh, no, we don't have any. Beside the stage one. Okay. Come on, some more. I think that's all we got. Yo.
Holding tickets.
If we were to do it, I would be here. I mean, we can pull the lectern back a bit, or
Choo, 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 and then you'll say,
what was that?
what is something you've done? Well, I thought that,
No, you take the script, then you rip it up.
right? Okay. So that's why I thought, oh my, here's another one. Well, what about you? What do you do? Traditional formal events in Belgium?
Hello? Hello? Okay, no feedback?
No, sit down, sit down, sit down.
晚上好。Welcome to the 40th International Dinner organized by International Services Office and CWRU International Club. We are glad to have more than 80 volunteers this year to provide diverse dishes. And whether you like fish or beef, Chinese food or Indian food, I can guarantee you that you can find your favorite one tonight. After the dinner, we will provide some international performances by professional artists, KISS alumni, and current KISS students. So I can also tell you, you must have a great night today. So thank you very much, and thanks again for your coming today. Next, I will give the time to Molly Watkins, the director of the Center for International Affairs. Thank you.
Good evening. I am so excited to be here tonight. So I have been here about 9 months, and when I first arrived, the first thing I was told was, oh, you're going to love the international dinner. And I was so excited that we're finally here. I've been looking forward to it this whole time. And I knew that it was the 40th International Dinner. And I thought, 40. There's got to be something significant about 40. 40 years of the International Dinner. So I did a little research. And you know, the number 40 is quite significant. There are 40 hours in the work week, or so they say. It is significant in many religions: Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Yazidism, and also in Russian folklore. There's a show called The American Top 40. It used to be Rick Dees' Top 40. Some of us might remember that more. The atomic number of zirconium is 40. And 40 is a pentagonal pyramidal number. Now, I don't know what that means, but it's apparently important according to Wikipedia. 40 is the number of weeks in a pregnancy, and negative 40 is the only time Fahrenheit and Celsius correspond. It's also the 40th wedding anniversary is the ruby, and there's a saying that says life begins at 40. But the most important thing I found was a quote that is a proverb in some cultures, and it says, to understand a people, you must live among them for 40 years. And that's what this is all about, right? Understanding each other and getting to know each other. So I hope you enjoy your evening. I'm sure going to enjoy it with my new friends and all this wonderful food, and I'm so thrilled to be able to be here for the first time at the 40th Annual International Dinner. Now I think we're breaking from the program a little bit, going a little rogue, and I'm going to ask Elise Lindsay to come up here.
Molly gave me the perfect lead-in. Because this is the 40th Annual International Dinner, it seems appropriate that we recognize a few of our most loyal volunteers. There are 5 people, or there should have been 5 people here tonight, who have been involved with this event for well over 15 years, much longer than I have, in fact. And of course, this does not reflect on their age in any way. I would like to thank these volunteers, and I'd like to ask them to join me on stage. Let's start with CWRU alum and former international student, Mr. Mohammed Ijaz. Mr. Ijaz has cooked for this dinner for 30 consecutive years. So crowded up here. And then we have Ms. Adria Sankovic. She's the Assistant Director of the LLM program. She is well-loved. She is a motherhead to her students. She has a very long history of recruiting volunteers, promoting the dinner, selling tickets at the law school, cooking as she did tonight, and also serving for the dinner. Adria, come on up. quiz key, the lady who has all the answers. She's also tremendously helpful to all of our students and to the ISS office. She's volunteered for many different jobs over the years, cooking, welcoming guests, serving many, many cups of punch in the atrium, and every year serving. So, Lynn Marie, Dean Hamlin. It's really fun to embarrass them. Now, there were to be two gentlemen here tonight. One has thrown out his back and was not able to attend. But these guys, as I will affectionately call them, have graciously served food behind the buffet line for many, many, many years. Again, not to reflect on their age or their history at the university. It was to be Vice President of Student Affairs, Glenn Nichols, but he's not able to be with us tonight, and Associate Vice President of Student Affairs, Dean Patterson. They've helped to start off the dinner every year with a brief welcome or a celebration proclamation, and Dean will do that for us again tonight. But Dean, please come on up on stage. He asked if he could talk. Not yet. Okay, I have a small gift for each of you. They're all the same. And I'd like you to open them, and you'll find a piece of apparel inside, which I would ask you to put on. They are aprons, and of course, Dean Patterson has brought his own apron for many years, but these are very special aprons. These are purple aprons of honor. Maybe one size doesn't fit. At any rate, I would like to thank you all very much for your years of loyal and dedicated service. And I invite you to wear your aprons proudly. And I hope that members of the audience will also say hello and thank you when they pass by you in the buffet. Thank you very much.
Good evening. She gave me the microphone. Well, welcome everyone to our 40th Annual International Dinner. Before I do anything, the first thing I'd like to say is to thank our International Club, because they are the key people that make this happen. So please, could you give them a round of applause for the very beginning? And again, our Office of International Student Services has been doing this and helping for all these years. And now we also have Molly, who's our Director of International Affairs, who will help to continue this on. This is her first night, so she's going to have a ball. Now, the one thing that I can say, first I'd like to proclaim this as a celebration proclamation, that this is a special night for everyone. What I see and have always seen in this event, if the world could be what I see tonight, the world would be a much better place. It's one of those times where, regardless of who you are, what you look like, your culture, your background, we share something very special. And I want everyone to remember that. Please take that with you after tonight, wherever you go. Bring that to whatever you decide. So thank you for all of that. But I want to say something to pick on myself a little bit. Elise was very kind to me tonight in saying, I've been doing this a long time. Let's just say, this has been going on for 40 years. And let's just say I'm 40 years old. Okay? Because I've been to all of them. So it's very special for me. This is my lifelong job and commitment, but it's really to all of you. So thank you again for being here tonight. Enjoy yourselves and have fun. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As opposed to the previous speaker, I unfortunately cannot boast that I have been to all 40 international dinners. But I can say that I have been to 6, and I've had a wonderful time at each of them. The past 4 years in particular, I have had the pleasure of hosting. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and this year I will be graduating, so, well, hopefully. So this will be my last time hosting the international dinner. So with this vacuum looming in the distance, I decided to enlist the help of a friend of mine, somebody who will be taking over the hosting duties next year. You may know him as the fighting choreographer from the Diwali Festival. He does his own stunts. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Daniel Tan. Smoothly, we gotta follow the script. Oh, we didn't rehearse this.
No. This is what I need your script.
What? Not a nerve gun? How many of those do you have back there? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's against case policy to have guns around here.
Well, I thought that I have to dress culturally, and I was born in Texas, I'm American, so, and the international community, they think that Americans like guns, so I brought a bunch of guns.
Okay.
I mean, I think you're right.
Yeah, better get rid of those. It's a family show.
But what about you? I mean, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a rather dashing suit, thank you very much.
And what country are you from?
I'm from Belgium.
And is a suit traditional wear for Belgian people?
Well, guess not.
Huh. I mean, look at all these people with their beautiful cultural clothes. I think you have to step it up a notch.
Okay, I guess I see what you mean. Sure, let me give you some time. I'll look around and we'll see what I can come up with. Okay, but in the meantime, I see a whole sea of hungry people. I'm sure haven't eaten all day, just because there's this wonderful buffet. So we are not just eye candy here. We actually have a job, and that is to make sure that everything works as it has worked in the previous 39 years. So the way this is set up is as follows. The room is divided into 4 parts. There's a front, left and right, and a back, left and right. And scattered throughout the room are our hosts. And I'd like to ask the hosts to raise their hands. All of those. All right, so people look around, see where your nearest host is located, right? So those people will be your best friends for the rest of the evening, because they will tell you when you can line up for the buffet. Now, if you look on your table, there's a number there. I will be calling out numbers, and then the hosts, they will come to your table and tell you when you can line up. Now, if you're sitting on the right of the room, we ask that you line up on the right, and then follow along the right, and then go back to your seat. And if you're on the left of the room, we ask that you line up again in the middle, and then follow to your left. The dishes are the same on both sides, so don't feel like you're missing something. All sides are delicious. We're also considering vegetarians. There's a vegetarian lounge hosted by the great people of Satrang, our Indian Student Association. You can find them by going outside in the main hall, and then immediately on your left. We also have halal and kosher food. If that is more your style, you can find that over there. Yeah, Dan pointed out. Wonderful. Oh, you're pretty good at this, right? Okay. Anything? Okay. I think that is it for now.
Well, what about the drinks? What if our hungry guests get very thirsty and they finish all the drinks at their table?
They don't have all their drinks. Okay, well, if you're running out of soda, we have more bottles on the table next to the halal and kosher table, so feel free to grab one. But we do ask that you stick to 1 cup, because we are rather running low on cups. Just a friendly reminder. So without further ado, I believe we can get ready. Servers, at this point I would like to ask you to man your stations.
Servers, are you ready?
No, they're not ready.
Not ready?
You ask that when they are ready.
Oh. Servers, get ready.
It's okay, he's still in training, obviously. Servers, raise.
Servers,
When you're ready. We have lots of hungry people to feed. Yes, that is you guys. Okay, so that is all the people who have volunteered to serve food. Please. While they're setting up, let me explain one more thing. On your table, there is a quiz, and it's a great opportunity to talk to your fellow